Hello, and welcome to the Nuvve FleetBox web portal. In this portal, you can see the real-time operations of your vehicles and your fleet of EVSEs, which you're looking at right now. In this tab, you can see the historical reports for any historical operations of your fleet. And then here in vehicle schedules, you can actually schedule trips for your EVs, as well as initiate any emergency charges for any unexpected trips that you have to take. So let's start here in the real-time dashboard. This here is the real-time state of charge and operations of this fleet of EVs and EVSEs in Bornholm. Currently, as you can see in this graph here, we are providing FCR services or frequency response services for the grid in Denmark. The blue line is the power flow that's currently being provided, and the green is the power requested. And as you can see, these two lines mirror each other very well. So we are able to charge and discharge these vehicles very quickly to meet these frequency needs of the Denmark grid. Over here, you can see that we have 17 vehicles connected. And then in this far right graph, you can see that all 17 of these are providing V2G services, which means that all 17 of them are participating in the market. Down here, you can see the real-time state of charge of the vehicles as they charge and discharge to meet the market and grid requirements. And so these will provide these grid services until they have a trip coming up. And then once there's a trip scheduled, they're going to drop out of providing these V2G services and charge to the proper state of charge to meet their next trip. So this is the real-time dashboard. Moving on to the historical reports, here you will be able to see both an energy summary as well as a cost estimation for the operations of your fleet of EVs. You can select the dates that you would like to look at over here, and you can see by EVSE how much energy they've been using, as well as monthly energy summary. And then we also provide some other analytics in terms of time of use period and day type, weekday or weekend, so you know when you're charging your fleet. Here in the cost estimation, we allow customers to put in their electricity rates here. And then what this does is this estimates the cost of charging your fleet. So that way, this can help inform any of your planned operations of your fleet going forward. And so this is by day of week and peak period, cost by TOU period, and other insights to help guide your fleet operations. And finally, here in vehicle schedules, you can select your EV from this drop-down list and select which one you want to use. Let's go with this one and say you want to create a new schedule for this vehicle. You can select new schedule and select the schedule date. Let's go for tomorrow. Let's do Friday. And you can say start and end, departing at 1 p.m. and returning at 2 p.m. You can create it, and then you can see the trip popped up here. So if we want to change into a weekly view to get more of an insight, you can see it here. And let's click on it and say that we want to change the end of trip time. You go in, you click on it, you make the changes, and you want to update it. And then you can see that it is now updated. And you click on it again to validate. There you go. Now, if you want to delete this, you just hit the X over here, and then it's deleted. And so this is how you plan a trip in the future. And what happens is that we will ensure that your EV is charged for the proper state of charge for that next trip that's coming up. But sometimes there are trips that come up that you're not expecting and you didn't schedule. So at that time, what you can do is hit the emergency charge button. And what that will do is charge your vehicle at the maximum rate until you click the stop emergency charge button. And that way you will have charged your EV to the highest possible state of charge before this next unplanned trip. I won't do that right now because I don't want to mess with how we are providing the grid service. But this is the Nuvve FleetBox web portal, and this is the overview. Thank you very much.